Hey guys, Gino Zero, how you doing? I hope all is well in YouTube land, whatever part of the world you are in. We're going to make us a quick and simple basic zucchini bread. We're in the summer, our zucchinis are coming on. We like fried zucchini, and of course we do dried zucchini chips and stuff, but we also like zucchini bread. So this is our basic simple recipe on how we're going to make it. We've got our stand mixer here, and in the bowl here I've got 3 eggs. These are just our eggs that our chickens lay. I guess these would be considered large eggs, 3 large eggs. To that I'm going to add 1 cup of vegetable oil. Here. I'm going to add 3 teaspoons of vanilla extract. 1, 2, 3, and a little squirt just because I like vanilla extract. Alright. So I'm going to set that aside. Now we're going to just kind of mix these together real quick. We got the paddle on here. We're just going to kind of blend them up and break the eggs up. Just about like that. Now to this we are going to add 2 1/4 cups of just a regular white granulated sugar. 1, 2 1/4 cups of sugar. Set that aside. And we're going to let this mix up also right in here like this. I'm going to let this mix for a couple of minutes just to kind of make sure that the sugar is dissolved and thoroughly mixed in. Remember, whenever you're baking or cooking, mix your ingredients very well and it will be rewarded. So we're going to let this mix for a little bit, and we're going to get the dry ingredients together, and I'll be right back when this is done. Okay, we got this now where it's creamy. It's creamed up real nice. In this bowl here I've got 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Here I have 1 cup of salt, or 1 teaspoon I should say, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 3 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. We're going to add that in there. Now the directions and the instructions say to sift it all together. I do have a sifter, but I'm not going to dirty it up, so whenever it says to sift something, I just take a whisk and aerate it and fluff it up, because that's all that the sifter really does. In my opinion, I'm not some expert baking scientist dude or whatever, just a dude, but I will just take a whisk in this little bowl here and mix the flour and the dry ingredients together and fluff it up, aerate it out, and mix it, which is, you know, like I say, what I figured that a sifter actually does. So not like that. Fluff it up, separate it out, get the clumps out of it, hit it with your whisk, set that aside, make a big giant mess on the countertop, because that's what it's all about, having fun, making messes. Okay, so now we are going to actually turn your oven on and let it preheat to 325 degrees, which I should have said that earlier, but I'm busy. I lose track of crap. So anyway, all right, so we got our creamy liquid mixture here. Now we've got our dry ingredients. We're going to turn this on to number 2, which is about to stir like that, and we're going to start integrating the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients little by little until it makes a nice batter or dough, whatever it is that you're looking for. And again, make sure you make a big giant mess on your countertop, because you're not doing it right if you don't make a mess. You're doing it wrong. Slowly add your ingredients together like this. There we go. That's our dry ingredients mixed in. We're going to let it all mix up nice and smooth. While that is mixing, here we have shredded grated zucchini. The recipe calls for 2 cups. I don't know if this is 2 cups or not. This is from 1 large zucchini that we shredded up here. So then once this here gets mixed up, really, really good. We're going to start adding the zucchini in a little bit at a time to the dough mixture. You can throw, walnuts or pecans or raisins or whatever you crazy kids out there are into nowadays. You just throw it right on in there. I am going to sit here and toss the zucchini in just like that until I put this whole zucchini in there. Remember, it was one large zucchini is what we grated up. And I don't know what the measurement is. The recipe calls for about 2 cups. But you know what? Like I said, I'm going to go with one large zucchini. Just tossing it into the mixture. Man, it smells good. Alright. Now we're going to let this mix for about, a minute and a half. Just to make sure that everything is combined well. And then we will go to the next step, which is greasing your 8x4 bread pans, which is what the recipe says. I'm just going to use my regular normal bread pans. It makes 2 loaves. We're just going to use our normal stuff that we have. And we'll get to that here in a minute once this is done mixing. So, see you in a minute. Alrighty, so we got our bread batter here. And that's what it'll look like. It'll look kind of like, like a cake batter or something, which is awesome. We're going to set, put this into 2, let's make 2 loaves. So we're just going to divide it up in between these 2 loaf pans here, bread loaf pans. And I'll do the best I can to eyeball half and half. But you know how it goes. You're always going to have one that's bigger than the other one. Get your mind out of the gutters. There we go. This is just a really, really, really easy recipe. Did I mention that it's delicious? Alright, so there we go. We've got it separated into the 2 loaf pans. Now we're going to bake these at 325 degrees for about 45 minutes, somewhere in there. So we're going to go ahead and put these right in the center rack of the oven. We're going to set our timer for 45 minutes. And we will see you in 45 minutes. Alright guys, we're at about 50 minutes or so on our bread, the zucchini bread, so we're just going to set it out here on top of the stove and let it cool off, and we will do a taste test here in just a little bit. Man, they smell really good, and they look really good. And we'll see you in a minute whenever I cut one open and put some butter on it and gobble up. Boom! Okay guys, when we cool down enough here, we're going to cut a couple of pieces here and see how well it turned out. It's still really warm, really squishy. The butter's going to melt on it real good. Let's see how it turned out. Put some butter on there. Man, it's just melting right in. Oh, y'all, I love zucchini bread. Oh my God, that's so good. Well, there you have it, guys. Quick, easy, simple zucchini bread. It don't get no much more simple than that. Like I say, throw whatever you want to in here. If you want to make something other than zucchini bread, banana nut bread, you use the same basic recipe and throw whatever you like in there. And it's really, really good. So if I can do it, anybody can do it, especially you guys. So y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching. God bless. The end. Buzz, buzz, the end.